I think. A certain person is officially offline. Officially quit talking to me. Whatever. People keep making me mad and using me. Yes, using me. My character moaning like that. Great. Okay, it's too loud for me. And I listen to a bunch of music, and well, that's been a while ago now too. I haven't listened to it really recently, so my mood went down again because I stopped the music. I am one-eyed Jimmy looking for my lucky demon ram for Boostly. People put these joke things that say, I am man, woman, or the answer being one-eyed Jimmy. Okay, which way am I going here? This way. Big blurry redness coming off then. And still does.
Those were Grey Wardens. They must be the last of those enslaved at Avonlea.
That or you got another set of wardens pissed at you somehow. Templars fall! Not even a challenge.
For the herald! Haven and the divine!
What the heck was that? Which way am I going around? Okay, and in an elf room. Where did I end up? I like got super lost.
The monsters are running, your worship.
For the Inquisition!
Open up my pathway or something? Like,
They fall! The Red Templars fall!
seriously, see the big, huge blockaded rock there. And it's like,
There, ahead. An entire camp of Red Templars.
Watch yourself! Archers on the wall!
Were we just attacked by elves?
It seems this temple of Mythal is not deserted after all.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wilds.
Oh, you're gonna need this, aren't you? Whatever. Land where? Hello. the supplies yet. Right, well, you're the only one that needed one. Oh, what? More enemies? Fine. Enemies first. What? Else that are mages. I hate that in games. All the other mage characters get to have fancier stuff. Or different stuff. Usually fancier. I don't even know what he did. But anyway. Obviously needs one. Alright. Where's my fate step? Speed through. Can't walk any faster. Be a mage, archer, oh, whatever. Yeah, usually archer. Yeah. Well, I use daggers too, but I just use them in the passive sense of the word. I write a scene in a story. I can't like write battles. I'm sort of a writer, but I can't write battle scenes for shit if I have to actually use sword daggers. If I be a mage, I can write cast spell. I cast firestorm. I cast rift. So I leveled up. Cast blizzard. And then I add in cast fade step and zipped around with daggers. I say speed around the battlefield with daggers. Or actually say cast 1,000 cuts. It's passive. Game uses it. Just does it automatically. Zigzag around the battlefield really fast with daggers and with ice because it's fade stuff. Wolf statues! Wolf statues! He got shielded and, whatever, guard.
That must be the Temple of Mythal.
Ready. Corypheus will be there.
I hear fighting ahead.
Namilana Sabanale.
They still think to fight us, Master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows.
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
It cannot be! Across the bridge, now! At last, Mathal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
If he's here for a mirror, why'd Corypheus say he wants a Well of Sorrows?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
Blah, blah. Why do you have to make a big deal that she's wrong about it?
Could they be the same? Could
get on with the
Illuvian
story.
translate into Well of Sorrows?
No. It seems
part
an
about her
Illuvian
being
is
wrong.
not the prize Corypheus seeks. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you?
No.
Whatever the Well of
cut
Sorrows
this out
might
of
be,
the
Corypheus
scene.
seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
Then Corypheus can't really die.
We'll find a way to stop him once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and
Puppy,
still
sit
the Grey
down.
Wardens
You don't
are
go
able to slay
crawling all
them.
over on me.
Yet
Sit.
Corypheus they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how. Yes?
Are you certain Corypheus is using the power of the Blight to make himself immortal?
Perhaps you forget. I was in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight. I have seen a true Archdemon rage.
Oh.
How Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into blighted bodies, that is the real question.
Oh, I need sleep.
Will answering that question let us destroy Corypheus for good?
Perhaps. I would suggest
Good
first
grief, I have
dealing
to
with the
fight
well.
through the elves,
If Corypheus
too.
obtains it, any chance of success could
Okay,
be lost.
well, if I'm gonna... Yeah, whatever. I'll just jump down the...
You said this Mythal was worshipped as a
Not
goddess.
do the rituals,
So
too.
one assumes. What is a god but a being of immense power? The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons, after all. They rise as archdemons, and they die. Perhaps Mythal was a powerful elf, a ruler among her kind. History often plays storyteller with facts.
Yes, my headphones
You admit lack of knowledge.
squeaking.
And yet dismiss her so readily?
I do not dismiss her. I question her supposed divinity. One need not be a god to have value.
My headphones.
Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mythal was even a single entity. The accounts are varied.
There are varied accounts of Mythal.
In most stories, Mythal rights wrongs while exercising motherly kindness. Let fly your voice to Mythal, deliverer of justice, protector of sun and earth alike. Other paint her as dark, vengeful. Pray to Mythal and she would smite your enemies, leaving them in agony.
More Dalish tales, I assume.
If you know more about this, Solus, speak.
The oldest accounts say Mythal was both of these, and neither. She was the mother, protective and fierce. That is all I will say. This is not a place to stir up old stories.
Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mythal end the same. Exiled to the beyond with her brethren.
What do you mean, exile?
Tricked by the Dread Wolf, as all the elven gods were said to be, trapped in a land beyond the Fade. Many Dalish believe this is why the elves fell from grace, and their gods did not save them. Or perhaps they were simply rulers slain by Tevinter. Who can say?
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
The room we stand in is a vestibule, not the temple proper. To those who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more than a polite knock at the gate. These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing to a queen is to you or I.
I find it difficult to picture you curtsying to anyone.
Have we become so familiar you can predict my manners and customs now? Nothing is lost by indulging in the occasional civilized conduct, particularly when unexpected.
You've seen the elves here. They seem odd.
Indeed. Two things are possible. One, this is a group of Dalish separated from their brethren, cultists, fanatic in their desire to keep humans away. Two, these are elves descended from the ancients, having resided here since before the fall of Arlathan. The second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are astounding.
Is that even possible? How?
With magic, anything is possible. Whatever the truth, the Guardians successfully kept the temple a secret. They must kill all who enter, even the Dalish. A more sensible question might be, why?
Let's continue.
As you wish.
What? Puppy, what are you scratching up now? What? Okay, follow the marker. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the golden holla, not holla thing, but not hollow horns. I stepped another
It appears
one.
the temple's
Cutscene.
magics are still strong.
Is this elven? Does it say anything about this Well of Sorrows?
Atishol vir Abalassan. It means enter the path of the Well of Sorrows.
There is something about knowledge, Respectful or pure? Shiven. Shivenen. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mythal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
Not much of a lock if all you do is step on it.
'Tis a ritual, not a barred door. There is more here than earthly treasure. Let us see what awaits. I see the Red Templars have already encountered the temple's guardians.
Looks like an ambush. Impressive work.
Anybody knows these make supplies. Whatever, I didn't need them.
The Temple of Mythal, constructed in an age when elves, not men, dominated this land.
Before the Imperium destroyed it.
They believed Mythal a goddess of justice. Elves came here to request judgment, after they proved their worth.
Silence has reigned here for time beyond memory.
The ox, the 8 elves, or whatever that thing is, and we have the Hala, or whatever, heads that are white and to red and black. I don't know. And we have and Harel, with how somebody pointed out this rectangular picture right here, where it looks like a whip head in the lower middle, or it looks like ears pointing up anyway. Or yeah, it is in front of Mythal, and it's also the same door that Bianca the dwarf uses to the Breatharium and the deep roads and locks and unlocks passageway. But it looks, I mean, that's more, it looks, first of all, it looks like a Kirkwall symbol, or else it would look dwarven. I don't know, it doesn't look elven. Anyway.
Why would this be here?
Something wrong?
It depicts the dread wolf, Fen Harel. In elven tales, he tricks their gods into sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time. Setting Fen Harel in Mythal's greatest sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the chantry.
Some chantries display statues of Andraste's betrayer Mathrath as part of the chant.
It might fulfill a similar function. A reminder of vigilance for the faithful.
For all your knowledge, Lady Morrigan, you cannot resist giving legend the weight of history. The wise do not mistake one for the other.
Pray tell, what meaning does our elven expert sense lurking behind this?
None we can discern by staring at it.
You two look like you're about to kiss when you argue.
'Tis time we pressed forward.
Agreed.
There weren't any white elf things here. Not in this part. Yet, this is... I have to point out all the pictures every time. Oh, it's the Sleipnir beast from Odin Norse mythology. Maybe not beast, whatever it is. Thing with 6 legs and wings that Odin uses.
Hold them off!
Break these chains. What is this? What? I was expecting a cutscene. What am I doing now? That's what I was doing. Well, somebody ain't dead.
Come on, we might catch them.
Hold a moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
You forget that army fighting for us out there? Longer we play around, the more Inquisition soldiers die. There's a hole. Jump in.
In this case, I must agree with the witch. This is ancient ground, deserving of our respect.
You see the urgency? We cannot find the Well of Sorrows unprepared.
You're very eager to reach our destination.
Are we not all eager to stop Corypheus from achieving his mad plan?
It sounds like what you want is that well.
There is a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once, things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
You barely know what the Well of Sorrows is, but you want to restore it.
Yes. Is Thedas so full of wonders that we should leave them to die one by one? Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know to be true. I read more in the first chamber than I revealed. It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but at a terrible price.
What exactly did that altar say about the Well of Sorrows?
Like most elven writing, it was insufferably vague. The term I deciphered was Halam Shivanas, the sweet sacrifice of duty. It implies the loss of something personal for duty's sake, yet for those who served at this temple, a worthwhile trade.
Did you not trust me enough to tell me about this price when you read it?
I hoped to find more information. If I intended to cheat you, I would have feigned ignorance entirely. My priority is your cause, but if the opportunity arises to save this well, I am willing to pay the cost.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way.
Well, excuse me, I had to get some loot. I don't know how to get it.
Yes?
Ugh.
I want to discuss the well again.
Again?
I see. An opportunity to use the well may not even arise. I understand this. All I meant to suggest is that, if it does, I be the one to do so. I am willing to accept the consequences.
What if something happens to you?
Sorry.
What about your
Excuse
son?
me.
Kieran is a strong lad. He will thrive, with or without me.
Are you sure of that?
I am sure of precious little these days. Yes?
More rituals. What are they for, do you know?
I believe they signify an intent to lay oneself bare, to champion a cause without pity, regret, or shame. Mathal's cult was not fond of vacillation. One approached them with nothing less than complete confidence.
What happened to those who were less sure of themselves?
Legend does not say. Perhaps this place has a more gruesome history than we know.
Let's continue.
As you wish.
It's us. You're gonna jump up here without talking to Morgan. Okay, if we want to get these talk to things. I mean, I just said not talk to, and then I said, yeah, whatever. Mosaic of Valendain.
Who is this meant to be?
Falandine. overseer of funerals and guide to the elven dead. I have heard the Dalish invoke him on their deathbed, or before quests from which they expect no return.
I'm not sure how a god of the dead inspires good fortune.
Perhaps it was meant to frighten the elves' enemies.
I do not believe they sing songs about Fallen Din's vanity.
Oh shit. Does that... Please tell me this doesn't count as actually asking Solus. The thing for the ending has to do with the actual questions in his... I don't just want to say let's go.
Go ahead. You must have a legend for us.
It is said Fallen Din's appetite for adulation was so great, he began wars to amass more worshippers. The blood of those who wouldn't bow low filled lakes as wide as oceans. Mithal rallied the gods once the shadow of Fallen Din's hunger stretched across her own people. It was almost too late. Fallen Din only surrendered when his brethren bloodied him in his own temple.
No story is dramatic if the people in it act sensibly.
Yes. Most tales paint Fallen Din's stubbornness second only to his self-regard.
And Jewel.
What's this?
I believe we are in the presence of the elven goddess Ondrul, Lady of the Hunt.
Or a goddess of sacrifice, according to some.
Truly? I wonder if that is why Ondrul's patron animal is the hare. 'Tis said the Dalish invoke her before a chase, especially if they happen to be stalking humans.
The Dalish aren't known for being so bloodthirsty, are they?
'Tis only what I overheard in the Empress's court. Many Orlesian commanders consider skirmishes against the Dalish excellent sport.
Okay. Here's where we have Dreadwolf. All these, yeah. Blighted red lyrium infected elves, whatever, with all that red around them. And there's a symbol of the moon. I assume it's supposed to be the moon because it's round. It doesn't have a complete circle like a sun would. And the Dreadwolf is guarding them, helping them, protecting them. Right? Okay, where's that hole I need to jump in now?
Yes,
Let's continue.
as you wish. Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor?
Yes.
I suggest we step carefully, Inquisitor.
Yes. You greatly improved. I was down here once, like a long time ago. Yeah. Some new territory for once. Twice is my, twice. I'm in the caves in Bloodborne. More blighted out. See, there's the moon. It doesn't complete at the top. Sideways crescent moon, whatever. More. Dude. Excuse me? You're not like broken, are you? Or you're dead. This looks more like I'm in Bloodborne. Underground. What's it called? Chalices dungeons. Chalice dungeons. Oh, whatever. Numero, whatever they're called. The pre-human people. Numerians or Tumerians. It would make more sense. Glowing lyrium. To all these. Oh, what is that? Ooh, oh. Oh, okay. Oh, let's explore.
There must be something here.
Really? And, I don't know what I did. This? Maybe. Nope. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find the ancient elven writings down here too. Instead of I guess. Right, that's where I came in. Yeah. Oh. But all the vines, trees, stuff all growing in the dungeon. Underground, labyrinth, whatever. Not exactly a dungeon, no. That would be a jail. Well, no. Dungeons are referred to as underground. What? What? I don't know. Oh. Oh, great. Am I supposed to come in here? There's a whole procession of these coming at me. Just casually walking out one at a time. So they're doing that connection thing, like, I don't know what they're doing. Well, they're still gonna keep spawning. Excuse me. I was already in this part. Right? Oh. More. It's a kid's drawing of a dinosaur. What? Or what? A dragon. A kid's drawing of a dragon. Whoa. pretty sure that was a bow. Well. And it wasn't a staff. What? Excuse me? I picked up something called Varvir's elven word, didn't I? I swear it was something. Not these are not it. Oh, it could have been an armor, huh? Oh, there we go. Medium elf only. Huh. Don't even know what that is. Dalish have the way of the three trees. Do not speak of the seldom spoken of fourth way of the shadow. A debt of blood must be repaid. Such hunters dedicate themselves to vengeance and nothing else. Thus they are the Dalish assassins. Where exactly is the rune? Runes on the other side of the wall too? That there is a dragon or a griffin. Dragon. It has a swirly scales, whatever. Yeah, I was gonna just cut them out of my life because I assume I'll have enough more enemies for Samson anyway. This sure is a crazy maze. Well, excuse me? Um... 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 I think jumping into that water looks good. Not a way through. Ooh. And I've already been here?
Yes.
No.
Let's continue.
As you wish.
The Red Templars must have collapsed this. Let's find another way through.
Collapsed what? I was finding my way through. What are you talking about? This looks like it was used for trespasser. Me, because I never come down here except once a few years ago, I suppose. Probably early in my time with this, so I don't remember this at all.
It is not what I expected. What was this chamber used for?
We're being watched.
Vernavis. You are unlike the other invaders. You stumble down our paths at the side of one of our own. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
I don't understand the slumber bit. Who are you?
I am called Abelas. We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground. We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Vira Belasan.
The place of the Way of Sorrows. He speaks of the well.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
So, you're elves from ancient times?
Whatever.
Before the Tevinter Imperium destroyed
That
Alephan.
didn't count as a
The
question,
Shemlin did not destroy
Not
Alephan.
It was
We
Solus'
Elven
question.
warred upon ourselves. By the time the doors to this sanctuary closed,
It's gonna
our
screw
time
up
was
the
over.
ending.
Wait, that's not right. What are you saying?
You would not know truth. Shemlin history is as short as the pool of your years.
What did the Imperium do then? Are you saying it wasn't a war?
The war of carrion feasting upon a corpse, yes. We awaken only when called, and each time find the world more foreign than before. It is meaningless. We endure. The Vera Belisan must be preserved.
What is this Vera Balisan exactly?
It is a path. One walked only by those who toiled in Mithal's favor.
He speaks of priests, perhaps.
More than that, you need not know.
Solus, perhaps he'll listen to you.
What shall I say, Inquisitor? Shall I sway
We're
him from a
supposed to
millennia of
approve,
service by
but
virtue of our shared blood?
He's
He clings to all that
glowing in the
remains of his world,
balefire.
because he lacks the power to restore it.
We came to stop Corypheus. He's here to take your well, not I.
I do not believe you. Our duty is clear. The Vera Belisan shall not be usurped, even if I must destroy it. Masal Dinan.
No!
Morrigan!
Masal. Danan is obviously something about death because it's the place of that other grave of the Emerald Knights.
That was unnecessary. A pointless waste of life.
Were we supposed to lie down and die for those elves?
If we'd completed the rituals, perhaps the Sentinels would have been open to discussion.
Would you risk our lives on it?
No, I would not.
He said the elves destroyed themselves before my countrymen came along. Could that be true? I can hardly believe it.
Apparently humans aren't the only stubborn fools on this continent.
Okay, so they had the ancient elven writings down there instead of in here. All these paintings are the elves that wore riding Nahalas or dragons or we actually kill Aqua. say top. Kill all the losses today. Big, huge elves. What about the mosaics? Elves have weight to them. Big elves. Okay, there's one door here. I'm still using secret levers.
This place is like a maze.
There better be something good at the end of this.
Just one. Really? Why did... They're still here. But they're not revealing them in here. Okay, here's the silays. They still have spots for these... I think the ancient elven writings, untranslatable. Without the well. I get it. Those torches weren't lit. They didn't expect me to still have a torch. I'm sure I'll have to fight enough people by the time I get up to wherever Samson is. I said, yeah, well, I'm fighting double duty, right? Keeps giving me broken filters. When first, that is for the Become a Templar quest and whatever. They keep giving them, even though such quests aren't even in my ability or would be done by now. I mean, I already, either way, it's done by now because I chose an ability, whichever, you know. I'm not even a warrior, so that don't even count. Now I lost my torch. And here we are.
Sorrows.
Mithal endures.
That's... something.
How is such magic lasted?
Like, where am I?
Fight on! An army of these bastards won't stop us! How will you get to the well, General?
You tough bastards. A day's march, hours of fighting, and still fierce as dragons. The Chantry never knew what it was throwing away.
Samson, sir, watch out!
Inquisitor, you've got a damn long reach. You've hunted us half across Thedas. I should have guessed you'd follow us into this hole.
I spoke with your Tranquil, Maddox. He sacrificed himself for your cause.
I told him not to. He died as one of us then. One of the faithful. Corypheus chose me twice. First as his general, now as the vessel for the Well of Sorrows. You know what's inside the well? Wisdom. The kind of wisdom that can scour a world. I give it to Corypheus, that he can walk into the Fade without your precious anchor.
What's your part in it? What's a vessel?
What else empties a well? I'll carry its power to Corypheus. One more task entrusted to me. Being force-fed Chantry lyrium was good for something. This armor makes me a living fortress, mind and body. I won't forget a word of the well's knowledge. Corypheus will be unstoppable.
Corypheus already caused one disaster. Help him now and he'll rip the world apart.
I'm helping him reshape it. He's had centuries to make ready. You're no match for Corypheus. Even if you drink from the well, you'll never master its wisdom as he could. This is the strength the Chantry tried to bind. But But it's a new world now, with a new god. So, Inquisitor, how will this go?
Power's all well and good, until it's taken away.
What did you do? What did you do? My armor. It's gone. Delirium. I need it! Kill them all!
That's 1,000 cuts. That's using daggers without using daggers. We have Sentinel Champion. Usually, guys work with me. But I don't. Abeloth has to be in the cutscene, actually, or I don't kill him yet, anyway. Wait.
No bounty to save you now!
Excuse me? Use the daggers.
Hold on, Bo!
Use your own potions.
You will fall!
I know we hadn't been using potions galore up until before now, so we still have 10, so do your own job, people. What? Of course he's alive.
You think you'll win? Ha! Come on then!
I'll go collect some loot. The Well of Sorrows is actually up there. That's where the Well of Sorrows is.
Well, wretch. You can't take it from Corypheus. You mustn't.
Still alive. He's tough. We can take him back to Skyhold for judgment.
Like, actually, wait.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
I still didn't
So the
get
sanctum is despoiled at last.
the video.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it
the
from your
scene
grasping
from the actual.
fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Samson thought the well's knowledge was valuable. It could help stop Corypheus.
I care nothing for your petty conflicts, Shemlin.
You'll care when Corypheus arrives for the well.
The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
Look around you. Everything your people were. It's already gone.
It is.
There are other places, friend, other duties. Your people yet linger.
Elven such as you?
Yes, such as I.
Our duty is all that remains. Those who drank from the Virabella San paid a great price, bound to the service of Mythal for eternity.
You claim Mythal was truly a god?
To you, it shall make no difference.
That's Athena. He gets all smoky. His eyes are... That's Mythal.
Stubborn fool.
He was defending all that was left of what once was.
And would have happily buried us in the process.
Okay, whatever.
Well, it's done.
That it is. You'll note the intact illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so... hungry.
Seems like that should be a concern.
Knowledge begets a hunger for more. I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
I didn't even get
likely
the
to your
knowledge
own ends.
of Mythal
What would you
supposed
know
to
of
be
my
dead,
ends,
and
elf?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
Of those present, I alone have the
it's so
training to make
freaking
use of this.
stupid.
Let me
Solus
drink,
is completely
Inquisitor.
against Morgan using it, but he says someone must use it, so that is the Inquisitor, but then he does officially disapprove of the Inquisitor, which makes no sense.
What training makes you so qualified?
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only
Does
dream.
Solus disapprove if
Can
I
you
ask him
honestly
to
tell
drink
me
the
there is
well?
anyone better suited?
What about you, Dorian?
A human from Tevinter scoops up the last bits of elven knowledge? I know why you ask. I know it's important, but I can't be that man.
Well, Solus refuses to do it. I don't know if he disapproves of you asking him. What?
I would be.
You lead the Inquisition. This is not a risk you can take. I have the best chance of making use of the well for everyone. Let me drink.
You're not concerned about the price. Bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to the will of a dead god? It seems an empty warning.
Did we
Perhaps a
not
compulsion
actually
yet
hear
remains.
that?
Who can say
She was
otherwise?
dead.
I do not fear it, even so.
I hate to say it, but Abelas's plan to destroy the well may be the best one.
What happens when Corypheus comes for you again? He is immortal. The wisdom of the well may include a way to destroy him. Give me this, and I fight at your side. I shall be your sword.
Thoughts?
She is right about only one thing. We should take the power which lies in that well.
It all seems ghoulish. Let Morrigan use it, if she wants it so much.
Any chance this well could help us against Corypheus? I say you take it.
Enough
Yeah, Bull
deliberations.
says yes.
Give me your
Bull
decision.
says yes to the strange, crazy, magic, unknown thing.
Looking at it, listening to it. That's not just knowledge from the
Is
ancient
that
elven
actually
priests.
saying yes to me
their will.
or in general?
How would you know
To
such a
Morgan.
thing?
He just said,
That's what Abelas was telling us. The collective will of the priests puts anyone who drinks under a compulsion, a gas.
we didn't
Can't
get
you
half
feel
the
it?
conversation.
That would match the legend, but it does not tell us what the gas entails. I would still use the well, but you are right. We must be cautious.
If anyone is to use the well, it will be me.
So you will take what little knowledge you can understand and let the rest go to waste?
Especially since I'm a dwarf.
And who's to say it will go to waste?
I do. Perhaps it is better this way. Do as you will with the Well of Sorrows, Inquisitor. But be careful.
Why am I here? Corypheus, a magister wishes to rip the veil open. I must learn how to stop him. I can't understand what you're... Look, will you help me or not?
Hey, how'd that work out for you, Kadan? You feeling good?
Dawn, you feeling good after drinking that magic? Seriously.
Not dead. Well, that's a relief. So, good? Bad? I'm dying to know.
For real. I'm like for real in a like threesome with them. He's like really concerned about me too. He's never concerned like that about a girl. Okay. I thought this Lisa that I write stuff with made that up herself. That's actually... Is that truly canon that you can end up in a threesome with him?
Through the mirror!
That's exactly what it sounds like. As a girl, Well, Dorian loves his friends, but not... Whatever. I don't know. Dorian never talks like that to you. Well, I guess it is. It has to be different than talking to the male romance inquisitor. Because, right? I never heard that conversation before. Right? I can't take Dorian to the well with me. I should have, I think. I don't know why it would have not. Because that would have been 3 mages and I would have had to take Solus and not Dorian. Because I don't know. Wait. I looked that up.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished. If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again. He will not.
Okay, I heard that clearer than any other character, I swear. Is it just my settings now?
The well speaks to you.
Obviously, you know it's Mythal after you know it's Mythal. I mean, other people would have known it before me. Like, because I, barely understand it, of course. I didn't know it was Mythal until she showed up, of course.
Voices. Whispering from so far away I can barely hear them.
I could very hear it that time.
Such voices had used the well's power
I swear the dwarf heard it louder than the other people.
They would have to rely on her interpretation of them, and whatever she chose to tell us.
Have I not been forthcoming enough for you, Spy Master? I told you what the well could have done, Inquisitor. You should be hearing shouts from the heavens, not whispers.
Then help me. Isn't that what you came here to do?
Earlier you said you knew what needed to be done next. What did you mean?
The dragon isn't an archdemon. It's a dragon in which Corypheus has invested part of his power. Kill it, and his ability to jump to other bodies is disrupted for a time. He can be killed.
That's no simple task. Corypheus alone is powerful, but where there's dragon...
There is a way, but I'll need Morrigan's help.
The voices from the well tell you that, do they? Very well, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready to begin this plan of yours.
Are you certain of this?
We have no choice. If Corypheus comes here now...
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
At your service.
Oh yeah, Liliana is on the Hero of Ferelden search. Yes.
Inquisitor.
that secure route through the boss packs went to the sister whoever thing that Josephine is supposed to use. Oh, I haven't even... that other dragon. Yeah, I got 2. Well, other than the... yeah, I got 3 more dragons to do, don't I? Jeez. Collections. 3. Alright, Solus, you ready to get mad now? I'm going to speak with Solus first.
Your worship.
Unless I seriously need another save slot.
Inquisitor?
Oh, yes, it's the mean speech.
Tell me.
Before the...
How does it feel?
How does what feel?
Being you? Are you blissfully unaware? Or deep inside, is some part of you banging on the walls, screaming?
Being me feels great. Like pulling on a warm pair of stockings.
Continue with your merry japes. It would be sad were you forced to examine yourself with a critical eye. Are you pleased to have the Grey Wardens on your side? You wish you could join their proud little cult? How long do you think before their next attempt to control something beyond their comprehension?
Grey Wardens know more about the Blight than anyone else. They're our best hope of fighting it.
If that is true, then... let us hope otherwise.
Wait a second.
For all our sakes. I should thank you, Inquisitor. I had spent time with few of your people before this. From the stories, I thought you all thuggish, simple and crude. Now I know I was right.
Cutscene is being all weird because it ain't at the right angle. There we go.
How entirely expected. By your leave, Inquisitor.
Yeah, you did that before you had the... I told you not...
How does it feel to have the power of an ancient elven goddess flowing through you? Is it everything you hoped?
Truly,
Would you rather I give Morrigan that power? Does that sound like a good idea?
seriously? It doesn't make any
You see
sense!
power as little more than a larger weapon. I look forward to seeing the price you pay. Until then, what will you do with the power of the well once Corypheus is dead?
Okay, I'll not choose the option he likes. One thing at a time, I
won't
guess.
know the answer until Corypheus is defeated.
Yet they are already asking you to answer. Restore the Chantry? Destroy the Chantry? If you do nothing, someone else will answer in your stead. Whatever you do, choose wisely. Forgive my melancholy. Corypheus has cost us much. The Temple of Mythal did not deserve such a fate. The orb he carries, and its stolen power, that at least we may still recover. With luck, some of the past may yet survive.
We can talk more once Corypheus is dead.
I hope so.
Wait, why is he suddenly happy?
What do you need?
No, not investigate. Okay.
We'll talk later.
Of course.
He... what? Why did he approve of me saying the Grey Wardens have the most knowledge against the Blight? That makes no sense. And then he went and approved of saying, should I have let the witch Morgan take the well? When he totally says no to her, and then acts like, well, yes, you're the only choice. Then he greatly disapproves against you taking it. Well, really, he disapproves not greatly, but I have it on extra. Because I had to put it on extra. I had it on there. See, the last trophy I got is officially the Trial of the Lovers, the one where you get negative extra disapproval. Because I could never get it to work. I finally got it. Because I had it turned on the whole time. I thought I could just turn it on and go to the ball or whatever. So, it's been turned on the whole time. And even with the extra, what it says is double, but there's 3 choices, so how do you choose double? I don't know, but 3 choices for disapproval, and so anyway, yeah, I've had the extra disapproval on all the time, and it took till now after this to get the punch scene out. That wasn't all the conversation either. You're supposed to talk to him about telling him he should help the elves. He's like, why? Well, except I don't ask him the question about elves, so that probably doesn't. Because I can't ask him any questions directly. Any of his questions. It better not have made any of those other things be considered asking him a question. It better just be the direct questions on his list.
Though all before me is shadow, yet shall the Maker be my guide. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the beyond.
Another drink. Not a alcohol
there is no
drink.
darkness in the Maker's light, and nothing that he has wrought shall be lost.
A prayer for you?
For those we have lost, and those I am afraid to lose.
I'm glad you haven't lost your faith.
I've questioned it at times, but I found comfort in faith when life offered little. Corypheus will retaliate. It's only a matter of time. We must draw strength wherever we can.
Oh, shoot.
From moments like this, perhaps.
There are fewer of those lately.
There's time now.
Oh. Yes, Fridge, you are shut now. Stop beeping. Yeah, I'm weird. Oh, hello, floating book. Yes, that's been there before, too. Okay. Did you ever give me a quest?
Inquisitor, Elan Vemar.
Oh.
I intend to carry on the work. There is a problem.
I don't want to go through the whole...
Worship.
I need to make another save slot, because I need it saved where Solus disapproves. No, 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 no! Go outside! Outside, you too, Zelda. Come on, Goldie. Come on, Goldie. Everybody's going outside. Go. It stopped raining. Excuse me. Go outside. Get going. Yes, I'm going to bed soon too. What am I even doing? Pulling is rage reporting.
A nice simple blade.
Did I? No, I didn't even use these, did I? $85. Have anybody to put that on? Because no, Sarah is not considered an elf clothing trained. She's considered human trained. What am I doing? Anyway, I have 3 dragon skills. Storm Coast, Howling Wastes, and the Sandy Howler in the Hissing Wastes. Howling Wastes? Dragon? Yeah. Oh, I'm just supposed to be stopping, right? I don't know what I'm doing. Open up the Howling Waste for a minute. Oops. Oh, I need to talk to everybody. Hold on. Not in my quarters. What's up, Vivian? I don't care.
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done, if we're still alive.
Get up here
All my
then.
talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
That elf, Abelas. He said the Imperium wasn't what destroyed the elves. My people would never accept that. It would reduce us to scavengers, destroy our legacy no matter how terrible. We should accept it. Take our history down a peg. Confront the legacy hanging over us like a shroud. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
You're not doing nothing, Dorian. You came here. You're fighting with us.
Thank you for saying that. I want to do more than stop Corypheus, however. I want to save my home. It might surprise you to know that you're the one who inspired me. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything.
What is that about?
You seem very interested in my opinions.
I should go.
Here
Shut
I thought
up.
we were just getting to the good part.
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
If you were divine, what would you do?
Change things. Change everything. Your support of the Mage Rebellion was a good start. We must build on this. No more circles. The mages will be free. The Chantry will accept them as the Maker's children. In fact, it will accept everyone. Elves, dwarves, even Canary. Why exclude them? The Chantry allows our differences to tear us apart, instead of teaching us how we are the same.
Yeah, I always thought this was supposed to be official. I support you.
I
Until
think
I
you would make a
figured
good
out it
divine.
wasn't.
I'm
Until I
glad to
figured
hear
out
it.
you could
Your
accidentally,
support may
Vivian
persuade
can
the Grand
become
Clerics
divine.
to vote in my favor.
Even when you don't,
The Chantry
there
was a
was
beacon
a
of hope
thing
to
that
me once,
it
you
puts
know.
it on the war table.
In
It
my
says
years at
support
Lotherin's
Vivian.
Chantry,
But that
we
doesn't
turned
even
no one
matter.
away
They
from our
can still
doors.
make her
It
divine,
was a
and it pissed
refuge,
me off.
a place of peace. I felt the Maker's presence and his love even when they told me he'd left us. This is the Chantry I know. The Chantry I wish the world to see.
The world could certainly use the force for good you describe.
Yes, the Chantry should be a force for good instead of what it is. The Chantry dictated where it should have inspired. It spoke of judgment instead of acceptance. It should encourage the good in everyone, rather than rebuke us for our sins. No one should be turned away from our doors. No one is without worth. Whoever you are, whatever your mistakes, you are loved unconditionally. In your heart shall burn an unquenchable flame.
visitor?
We'll talk later.
Of course.
Your worship.
Romance scenes with Iron over time.
Most of the charges are still at the Temple of Mythal. I missed a crazy fight.
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
Most of our people were at the Temple of Mythal. I've still got a few, though. Men who are recovering from wounds. I can send them around to rattle swords. It'll mess with enemy estimates of our numbers, so no one thinks...
Can we
Certainly. What can I tell you?
Have you had any other interesting jobs?
We went up against... No. The chief broke a dam and flooded the valley.
So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is kill his dragon first? That's easy. We're good at killing shit. Just one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
I've been waiting for the chance to pay that bastard back.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. What can I do for you?
I'd like to talk about you and me.
Sure, boss. What's up?
Do you have some free time?
For you? Always.
Oh. Oh, this isn't where he is exactly. Inquisition.
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
We'll deal with whatever he throws at us.
Do not underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one. But he will come. You will get your chance.
You don't seem concerned about that.
I'm terrified. Yet I have faith in you. Not long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, a valued friend, victory close at hand. The time has come to consider what will come next.
We still have to beat Corypheus.
I have not forgotten. Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked and do not falter. You have come far, my friend. It has been an honor.
I do not like having that mirror, Illuvian, in... Corypheus may not be able to travel through it. What if something else...
I don't think Morrigan would...
Yes. Morrigan's...
Oh?
She said I was unreasonable, then offered to explain how the Illuvian works using words with less than 4 syllables.
Ah.
The Circle had a library. I'm fairly well read.
Right.
I'm not unreasonable.
Is there a...
Creating Inquisition footholds outside Skyhold, we've received a number of recruits eager to pledge themselves to our cause.
That's all.
Should you
Corypheus died, and then he didn't. That's why he always felt wrong, like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
So did I. Corypheus seems to break a lot of rules.
But is it him? Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not, could I have saved the real Cole?
What happened to him wasn't your fault.
His hands were bruised from beating on the wall. It was dark, like the cabinet where he hid to escape his father. His belly hurt like knives, throat cracked dry. He was alone. I pushed through and held his hand. It was all I could do. He said, "Thank you." Thank you.
Suddenly, some of these roleplay people change their accounts. I got some, it's listed as tests, RPG, whatever. Not dragon. Where am I?
A place to save lives. What could be more important?
A whole temple. You did say elves. Then we agree. No.
Inquisitor?
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
What do you think of my advisors?
Josephine's lovely, and craftier than you'd expect. The Inquisition could not have picked a better ambassador.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Madame Vivian only allied with the Inquisition because she knows it will bring her power. The most poisonous snakes are often the most beautiful.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish.
Mr. Quizquisition, he shows up at the end of the game. What's this? Junk? What? Here you can buy some elf fruit. And some blood soda.
to the readings? After what happened, I just assumed.
After the destruction of our own place.
Oh.
There is an issue. Fine day to you. I don't...
Inquisitor, Eskir's the best.
Oh.
Oh, hi, yeah. Listen, stand there. Right there. Now, about Mythal.
Sarah, whatever's wrong, we can talk about it.
Oh, don't piss yourself. I just wanted to make sure it was you in there. I mean, you went wading into a well of sorrows. Who hears that and thinks, well, dunk a butt, let's have a go? Even mad old Abelas said elves destroyed themselves. The only believable bit in a sea of clear demon bait. It makes messing with their relics real stupid. So, test done, you're still you. We can leave these lies behind.
How was aiming an arrow at my face a test?
I heard once that if you're possessed, the demon will defend itself against attack. Sounds stupid to say it out loud. I don't know. I don't know demons. At least, if it's true, the arrow's right there. I'm sorry, yeah? Morrigan's probably got better ways, but who can trust her?
You never do that to me again.
Fine, all right. Sorry I don't know how to deal with rubbish no one was meant to.
You seem pretty certain. You don't believe anything from Mythal.
Of course not. What, I should believe all that stuff? Because elves? I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods, and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
There's so much history there. What if some of it is true?
No, now you're stupid. You can't think that because it's stupid.
But everything we saw.
Why believe it? Because Abelas looked weird. If that's all it takes, Cariffi's shitheel is full of lumpy truth. You're not even an elf. Why are you being so damned elfy? You're the frigging herald of Andraste. Every time you open your mouth, you'll sound like an idiot.
The Inquisition is probably used to me sounding like an idiot.
Not for me to say, yeah. Just saying. Anyway, believe what you want. So long as we kill Cariffi fish. Whatever.
I still had on all that double disapproval. But she had roof time, right? I got her roof time.
Love seeing you, yeah?
I'd like to know more about you, now that you're comfortable.
Suppose. It's embarrassing enough now, may as well.
Anything more to say about where you came from, aside from hating cookies there?
Denerim, mostly. Before running into another Jenny. He was fun. Had weird friends, though. I think some of them were a lot more serious about being serious. Got some of them killed. I suppose they were like family. Better than Lady Emerald ever was. You know why? They didn't give two squirts about who or what you were. It was all what you did.
So is that who showed you how to fight? Gave you your skills?
Nobody gave me anything except a chance. And maybe some lessons to start, but mostly just the chance. I took that and ran.
Denerim is a long way from Orlais. How'd you get there?
By Stinky Horse?
Sarah.
Denerim wasn't much fun after the Blight. Everyone trying to recover, you even feel bad for the nobles. But Val Royeaux, that's a fat city full of fat heads. They just don't know when to stop. You saw it. Orlais is rich and stupid. Ripe for the pickings.
So where are the rest of them?
All over. Or they stopped to let new people go all over. Some get rich and stop playing so they can do good things with it. One or two don't. Eventually, someone asks for a favor against them. So don't get like that, you hear?
Do you remember your actual family at all? Your parents?
Well, there is the amulet I had as an orphan that has a missing piece. And look at your face! You believe me? No, still no parents. I remember an alienage with arseholes, and hating that stupid tree. The one elves always have. Of all the things to pray at, they could at least pick one with apples.
It's nice to see this side of you, that you trust me.
Don't you go blabbing around, yeah? Because I'll have a big, trusting foot up your pucker.
I think that after our rooftop chat, I get why you're not like other elves.
Well, don't. How about we dig into what you are? Or what you're supposed to be? Are you just a little dwarf? Or beards and bitchy under the stone? Because I'm just me, and I couldn't give a fig. All right?
Didn't mean to poke at a sore spot. Consider it dropped.
Well, good then. Because that's the way I am. This way. You do this with everyone. Because I hope I'm not the only one that squirms like this. Feels weird.
We'll talk later.
If you say so. Ready for waiting.
Oh, so she went backwards because I was pushing her about I can't get back to the rooftop. Blah blah.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Anyway, door.
It's just what I heard.
Was I done with?
I trust all is well.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Okay. Right, thank you for joining my stream. I gotta find myself a new save spot too, I think. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night or a day. And goodbye. Thank you for watching.